All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another episode of this freaking show. The weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. I am your host, Travesty. And with me, as always,
Awkward Colin.
And Geek Cast Joe.
And we are now ringing in the new year because this is the first episode of 2017.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, and so far it's to me it has been exciting. I don't think anything's happened.
Not really.
Yeah.
Betty White made it through 2016.
Yeah.
She did. She survived. I am so proud of her.
So did Stanley.
Yeah,
Since
he
they're the
did.
same age.
I forgot that they were the same age because he looked so much older.
Well, isn't William Shatner's close to their age too, Ryan? He looks like he's like a lot younger than them.
Is he?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Shatner I think is in his late 80s. Pretty sure he's in his late 80s. It's always like surprising because I feel like he's in his late 85, mid 80s.
Yeah, dang.
He's almost 10 years younger, though. He's 9.
How was Betty White? I thought Betty White was
94.
like 9. Oh, okay. I thought she was like 90, 92.
No, she's... Stanley and Betty White are 94.
How was Clint Eastwood? 86. Clint Eastwood still lives, so that's what matters to me. Joey, tell me about New York.
It's a nice place. It's not Chicago.
Did you get mugged?
No.
No,
I had a great time. I've actually, honestly, I can say I've never felt safer in a city, which was unexpected.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a city person, so I mean, like, what did you do there? Now I saw some pictures. You're at Times Square, but what else did you do? Where did you stay?
We stayed in Brooklyn at an Airbnb in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty great. Huge apartment for what we paid for it for the weekend. So that was pretty fantastic. Had some great pizzas. Went around. Had some good gelato, which is a whole nother story. But the wife and I haven't been able to find good gelato for like 6 months at least.
What exactly is gelato?
It's like ice cream, but it's got it's a creamier consistency with a higher fat content. It's so much better than ice cream in almost every way.
Yeah, you see, I'm not a very big ice cream person. I'm more of like a sherbet or a sorbet kind of guy.
Gotcha. You wouldn't like gelato then, probably.
No, I don't think I would. I mean, like, the only thing I knew about gelato is I knew it's an Italian thing. And I know that it had like twice the sugar as regular ice cream. And the only reason I know that is I think it was off the Lizzie McGuire movie or something that had to do with Disney Channel.
I have missed that movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I shit you not, because I just remember like the student teacher being like, gelato! Like half the something but twice the sugar. I don't remember what it is. I just remember her saying gelato, and that's what always stuck in my head. But I mean, I'm the same way when it comes to milk. I hate 2% milk. To me, it's too thick. It tastes like cream to me.
Oh, see, and I drink heavy cream sometimes, just straight out of the thing.
Born and
So-
raised on 2% here.
Yeah, so I can't do whole milk. I can't do 2%. Fat-free skim 1% is what I usually do. You know, that shit that looks like water and semen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yep.
This-
Hey, I just Googled it and I was wrong. Gelato is actually, it's just churned at a slower rate. So it actually has less air and less fat. But because it has less air, its texture is silkier and softer and denser.
Okay.
So I'll have to get you some good gelato sometime, and we'll just have to try it on the show or
I
something.
mean, and I'll try it. I mean, I'll give it a shot. But I think the biggest thing is like when it comes to like Cold Stone, Cold Stone's too rich for me to enjoy.
Oh,
I used to eat it a lot, like when I was dating my ex-girlfriend and shit like that, because she loved going there, and I do anything to make her happy. I'm that pathetic, you know. So I mean, I went there, but like when I went there, like I never got like, you know, I guess it's weird to say, but like, okay, so like, you know, like when you go to Subway and pretty much everyone just makes like a salad on bread.
Yeah.
You know, they just throw a bunch of shit on there that shouldn't be part of a sandwich, but they do because it's already there.
Shit,
Sort of,
the stuff you get on your sandwiches should not be part of a sandwich.
that's what I do. When I go to Subway, I get like one of three sandwiches. I either get the steak and cheese, which I get onion, green pepper, black olive, banana pepper, pickle, sriracha, and ranch on it.
That's basically what I get on mine too.
Right, because that's good shit.
Yeah.
Or I get the Italian BMT, and I will get I get the Italian BMT on flatbread, and I get black olives, banana peppers, and light mayo. Or
Nice.
my third option, if I don't want, because those two are toasted. They always gotta be toasted. And actually, if you ever go Subway and want to try something, get the green peppers and onions toasted on the sandwich.
Oh,
It makes a difference. It makes a difference. Guarantee you. Trust me, I know food. My other choice, my cold sandwich is the Subway Club, but instead of the ham, I get turkey. So I get the turkey, salami, and beef because I'm bored of ham. I've had so much ham in my life. So, and I just get I get mayo, mustard, lettuce, pickle, black. I throw everything on that sandwich. So, but that's why I feel that people do a Cold Stone. They say like, oh, I want an ice cream. It's like, do you want a fucking Snicker bar in it? Like, well, now I do. You know, it's like, I mean, it already serves its purpose as being like a treat. But now, like, you're throwing like cookies and fucking Snicker bars and like fucking beef jerky and shit in it. And you're just like going way above and beyond of what the ice cream should be. And the ice cream, and it's so rich as it is already. Whenever I went, I got like cookie batter or birthday cake. And I got like rare shit cherries in it. And that was about it. I went really basic with the shit because it was just so rich. I could never really enjoy it while I was there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, gelato. I'm a purist. I'm a gelato purist. True gelato should never have extra stuff added to it. And it usually comes, when you buy it, it comes in a much smaller container than Americans usually serve ice cream in. So like a regular sized gelato might only be about 3 or 4 ounces. So it's very, very rich, and you get plenty in that 3 or 4 ounces.
Yeah, I'm going to trust you, Joey. And next time, you know, if there's an opportunity to eat gelato, I'm going to give it a shot. You know, I'm going to trust you on that.
I'm down. I'll have to find a good place in Chicago.
Well, real quick, so I'm looking at IMDb. What did the first? Yeah, I mean, that works for me. And also, you know, a big thing, like, I do like the sorbet. I do like the sherbet. But Italian ice is probably my favorite.
That's good stuff, too.
Oh, I love it. I don't think I've ever had bad Italian ice. It's one of the things, like, every time I go to a ball game, that's one of the biggest things I get is the Italian ice, whether it be like the little like lemon ice cup or the actual like scoop from a little cart thing. Like you get the red, white, and blue scoop, the raspberry, lemon, and or was it strawberry, blue raspberry, and lemon, or something like that? Or
I don't remember. But
do you remember what it is?
No.
I know one of them is raspberry. I can't remember if it's the blue one or the red one, but I think it might be strawberry for the red, lemon for the white, and blue raspberry for the blue. Cause I don't think it's like blueberry or anything like that.
No, it's probably blue raspberry.
Gotta be blue raspberry. I love that shit. Yeah. So, but I mean, like, it's like, and I think it's like become more of a mental thing. I enjoy those things more than even ice cream itself and shit like that, just because it is less fat, and I've been trying to, you know, go on this like health kick and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went on a diet over the weekend. Helped me lose 12 pounds in 3 days.
Nice.
Yeah, it's called the stomach flu.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm familiar.
Yeah. So I mean, that was an epic adventure. That was fucking horrible. I'll tell you that much right now. I would never want to get the stomach flu ever again. I mean, like the only time I've ever had a stomach flu is when I lied about it to not go to work. but to actually have it was kind of like, yeah, this isn't fun. Like I couldn't
Mhm.
trust I couldn't trust a fart for 18 hours.
Right? Been
Yeah.
there, man.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So, but I do feel better. It was a great way to start 2017. Literally laying on my couch. Yeah, I really didn't know it was New Year until a hairless, shirtless, hairy guy came down the stairs telling me. That was very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that was my New Year's baby right there.
That's like my New Year's last year. I had strep throat.
God. And I hate and that's one thing I wasn't too worried about being sick this year is because I have phones and I was dispatching this weekend. I mean, I was supposed to have a party and people over and everything. When I got
Mhm.
sick, I just kind of canceled it and said it is what it is. But between work and everything, like it was just so brutal trying to fucking get over it and everything. But when I did, I was actually kind of okay with it. I mean, from like October to now, I had a party almost every other weekend. And people over and everything. It was nice, but I really don't need to do it. I'm
Yeah.
okay without doing it. I don't have to worry about spending the money to get treats and snacks and shit like that. So I mean, like, it wasn't a big loss not being able to do it. It would have been nice to still do it, but this way I kind of like save up and enjoy my shit. And maybe have something like April, May, or something like that. The only downfall is I didn't get a chance to use my new Christmas gift that my parents got me, which was the heater for the garage.
Where is
Oh,
that?
nice.
It's still at my mom's. I gotta
it's
go
okay.
grab it. Yeah, it's just the weather's been so crappy. I didn't want to bring it over here in the fucking cardboard box here. It's soaked by rain or snow or some shit like that. And other times when it was nice outside, I was either sick or working with phones. So I'll probably get it this weekend and probably bring it over here because the garage is one of my goals for this weekend to get that clear. 'Cause I think it's actually supposed to be nice this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah. But what else did you do in New York?
Oh, man, so many things. I'm trying to think. What did I leave off with? Gelato. Visited the the Natural History Museum or whatever, Museum of Natural History. That was pretty badass. We started with the space section of it, and so like there was like a presentation by Neil deGrasse Tyson, and then like another one that was voiced by Liam Neeson. What else I learned a lot about dinosaurs, which is pretty cool. It's also just it's amazing. I mean, the collection they have there. I thought the collection at the the Museum of the Field Museum in Chicago was huge. It has it's like a fraction of the size of the Natural History Museum in New York. We spent all day there, and we didn't see more than 2 of the 3 floors.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I don't even think we finished both of the floors that we made it to. So it was unbelievable. We also went to the 9/11 memorial, as you do, and that was pretty amazing and pretty powerful.
Was that your first time ever seeing it?
Yeah.
So like it was like your first. Well, I mean, obviously probably seen it like in pictures and videos, but like actually being like in person of it.
Yes.
How was that feeling? Like really that first like very moment.
Honestly, it took a while to sink in. I'm really good at kind of compartmentalizing my emotions so that I don't get overwhelmed very easily.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless something sneaks up on me or whatever. But so walking into this prepared for something that was going to be pretty emotionally overwhelming, I was making jokes and stuff on the way in the line. And then I tried to get serious when we walked in. And so it took probably 20 to 30 minutes for me to be totally engaged in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes something's just so awful that it's in the face of it. You've got to be a little bit unserious to be able to handle it. And so it by about 20 minutes in, it was pretty like, oh man, this is really interesting. Look at all the information they have and all the stuff that we did. One of the cool things it has is there's a timeline from the second you enter the exhibit until you get to the actual memorial part of it. Mm-hmm. And so they've got all of these different like videos and phone calls and like the recordings of the people like who were on the planes and the black box stuff that could be released is in there. And so you can actually listen to all of the things that were happening. And that was actually the hardest part because it's like, there's the last voicemail from this guy that he sent his wife, and like the very last line of it was, I hope that I'm going to call you again. And he never did because he was on Flight 93. Mm-hmm. That kind of stuff was hard. The World Trade, the cross that they found at Ground Zero, that's real controversial because it's cross-shaped. That was pretty powerful to see. That really brought tears to my eyes, in all honesty.
Now, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean cross? Like
there was I think it was like 10 or 12 days into the rescue operations. They're still searching through the rubble of the buildings. There was two of the metal beams. The way that the building collapsed broke apart in the shape of the perfect shape of a cross. And lots of different people, rescue workers of different backgrounds and ethnicities and religious backgrounds, found it was sort of a way of making meaning out of how much pain and devastation and stuff that they were witnessing. And so they started holding little memorial services by the cross. And so these two I-beams basically were preserved and put into the memorial museum. And so a lot of people are upset about it because, it's a cross, Christianity, blah, 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 blah. But lots of people from different backgrounds were just like, man, we need some object to help us make meaning out of this awfulness. And so it just became a really powerful symbol for them. And you can kind of feel that, looking at it and reading the stuff there, you can feel how much emotional weight it has for people.
I gotcha. Yeah, I'm surprised I never heard about that. I mean, I don't watch a lot. I mean, I recorded a lot of shows and stuff off the 15-year anniversary this past September, but I never watched it. I regret watching it because I wanted to hear about the stories and stuff like that. But the one I did watch because there's 3 of them or 4 of them. The one I did watch was about. It was basically what the fuck was it called? I think it was just called 15 Years After or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it was talking to all the families of the people that passed away and everything. And I think that was just too much for me to actually watch the entire documentary of the entire. Oh, yeah. It's just I couldn't I just hated it. I can't watch that shit.
Yeah, they actually have a whole room in one of the sections where it's just a projector that's constantly cycling through. It's like a picture of the person who died, a short description of who they were, and then if it's available, there's an audio recording of their loved one talking about them,
really?
Remembering them. Yeah, and it's just going through it constantly, and I stood there for about 20 minutes just listening to all of the stories, and it's heart-wrenching, I mean, it's really, it's tough stuff. And at the same time, though, it's looking at it from as a pastor, as a chaplain, I'm looking at it and going, it's really, really impressive and beautiful and amazing that as human beings, we have this ability to take this horrible, horrible pit of grief that we feel at tragedies like this and transform it into this just glorious, almost, memorial to who they were. So we can transform this pain into such ecstatic beauty, and it's amazing to me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's just our ability to make meaning out of stuff that's just horrific is just it's a testament to the human spirit, Yeah.
It's one of those things where people not even certain people, but everybody kind of needs to go back and look at that and kind of not worry about the shit that's going on now, but the shit that happened that changed our lives and everything. And they need to kind of sit back and remember those, situations. I don't think too many people really do that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I think the other thing for me is, when it happened, I was 11. And 11-year-olds are not smart. You know what I mean? Like they don't know enough, and their brains aren't developed, and I can remember being in my 4th grade class or 5th grade classroom or whatever friggin' classroom it was, and just our major concern being in Indiana in the middle of a damn cornfield was, maybe the terrorists will try to blow up our cornfields because we're the breadbaskets of America, and they'll miss the cornfield and hit the school, but no one will be in the building, so no one will get hurt. But the school will be blown up, and we won't have to go anymore. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
That was how I made meaning of it then, because I didn't understand. And like I've come to understand over time, but actually sort of going there and realizing like how terribly wrong I was at the time, like just realizing how immature I was when I was 11 was just, it was a good thing. I mean, it was sobering and it was maturing and it was good stuff.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that's the juxtaposition for me in my head as I was going through it was, man, I was totally clueless. This is really it's great. It was great to have all this stuff preserved and sort of to realize, this is the first world tragedy that was able to be recorded and preserved in real time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we recorded the Vietnam War and certain parts of World War II, but that was all propaganda. This stuff was just people who were standing on the street recording it with a cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me. So, yeah, we spent the majority of our first day there in that museum. So,
yeah, I saw a picture that your wife posted saying this is as close as we could get. Looked like you're outside a church.
Yeah, to Trinity Chapel.
Trinity. There we go.
Trinity Church. Yeah.
Now, wait, what do you mean? Like, what you mean by as close as you get? Were you guys is it gated where you can't get near it, you can't get inside it, or?
Yeah, they have a fence around the compound, and so it's like there's the church in the middle, and then there's like a cemetery right around the church, and actually Alexander Hamilton is buried there. Which is kind of cool. Yeah. So we got to take a picture of his tomb or whatever, but then we went to the front of the building and it was closed, so we weren't able to get in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So, but it's a beautiful looking building from the outside. So,
well, I'm glad, at least that's one of the major perks of living out east like you do now is you live an hour and a half away from New York.
Right.
It's one of the things where not only, you could travel there, but you could travel there with no problem. It could be a weekend thing any weekend.
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't been out there yet. That was the first time I've been out there. So hopefully I'll make some more trips before we leave.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I'll definitely be going back. I mean, it's a great city in lots of ways. I'm still, my heart's in Chicago, and even looking at the skyline, I'm just it's a skyline, but it's not the Chicago skyline. So I can't wait to be back in the Midwest, but it's still cool. It's a great place. Had some bagels today. That was authentic.
Oh, the bagels.
Uh-huh. What else did we do? I'm trying to remember. Man, we just did so much. We covered so much ground. I think we walked 10 miles on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Did you catch any Pokemon?
I did not because
does anyone
Pokemon
play that
Go
game?
app.
Oh yeah, there's still people that play it.
Yeah, lots of people do. I don't because I just don't. There's no internet near me in Connecticut, and so I can never play.
Well, like I told you today, Travis, I caught a Pikachu with a Christmas hat.
That's what you did.
Oh, I caught one when I was in New Jersey.
Oh, nice.
I'm surprised that's the only thing you caught in New Jersey. I have no reference. I have nothing against New Jersey. I just hear people say bad things about New Jersey all the time, and I want to fit in.
Ted Mosby.
Fucking Ted Mosby.
I'm pretty sure I've said that on the past 3 fucking episodes.
I think you have.
But it was like I still take the game and I play it once in a while and shit like that, but the moment I see a brand new Pokemon I've never heard before, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can do it because my childhood would be ruined again, and I don't want to do that.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, Joey, I'm glad you had fun. Colin, how was your New Year's?
Oh,
what'd you end up doing?
New Year's Eve, me and the girlfriend actually went out with your sister and her fiance. We went up to that Maggiano's, Little Italy in Naperville.
Nice.
And don't get me wrong, it was good. If I went again, I probably wouldn't order what I got. And that really surprised me because I kind of expected what I got to be good. I got a thing of salmon, grilled salmon with lemon and herbs and white wine sauce. But like, and I know it's because it was grilled. The way it's grilled, it's like got the burnt taste to it, and I'm not a big fan of that. So, yeah, you do without that, and I'd probably be okay. But yeah, then we just came home, watched them rescue me, and celebrated the New Year. So went to bed,
Yep.
right after midnight. I just passed out. So.
Yeah, that's what. Same.
Nothing too big. So
nice.
But I do gotta
nice,
say,
though.
I was able to get a grasshopper there, which I love. So.
Yum.
So, and they took forever to make it too. I think it's
really.
Yeah, well, I think it's because it's not one of their regular drinks. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Somebody had to pull up their phone real quick.
Well, no, they actually surprisingly they knew how to make it. It's just they're like, oh yeah, we have to go find some ice cream and back for it. So.
Jeez.
But, yeah, I was able to take care of the meal because I had some gift cards that I was able to use. So
Nice.
it made that very nice. So be able to get that.
Nice.
So.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad everyone had a good New Year's. Hopefully next year I'm not sick during it.
Yeah.
But I want to continue off before we get too far into the year. We started last. What the fuck was it?
Like October.
September. September. Yeah, September. We started doing our predictions and shit for 2017 movies. We did the sequels ourselves, and then we did horror movies. I think both remakes and new ones being released. We did with Fear during
that's true.
this freaky show. True. Yeah, so then I want to continue, and I want to focus on more of the remakes now.
Okay.
The ones that are coming out in 2017. I only have a few of them. I'm not sure how many there really are going to be. I'm just going to go off the list that I have. And if you guys know of any other ones I missed or, find a list somewhere that seem to have the ones that I don't have, just let me know, and then we'll add those onto it. And we'll just do it the same way we did before. No contest, like an IMDb thing. Out of, I think we're doing out of 7, right? Or was it out of 5? No, it was out of 7. So we just give our rating 1 through 10 based on how we think they're going to do for the year 2017.
Okay.
Sound good? Perfect. All right. So the first one is probably going to be my favorite remake this year that I know I'm going to see is Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I'm kind of really excited for that one.
Yeah. I still watch the trailer from time to time just because it's amazing. Actually, I watched the movie Descendants.
Yeah.
Over the weekend when I was sick and shit, and I didn't know really anything about I knew the idea of what the movie was, but I didn't know what characters were involved in it. And I guess it's actually Belle and Beast's son as the main character in it, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really excited for Beauty and the Beast to come out, and I think it's going to be amazing. I think the live action is going to kill it, and I'm actually going to give it I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay.
I'm going straight up 8 on it.
Probably good. I don't know if I'm gonna like it very much. I'm very uncomfortable with the CGI beast that they have. Looks really weird to me, and I'm not sure I like that CGI for the beast. Everything else looks great, and Emma Watson is fantastic. But I keep seeing different trailers and stuff where watching Emma Watson try to act against a computer-generated character is really awkward looking to me. So I don't know how I feel about it. So I think it's going to be a commercial success. I think people are going to love it. But I think personally for me, it's only going to be a maximum of a 7.
7?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I have not seen this trailer yet. But
You haven't seen the trailer yet?
no, I haven't.
You watch the trailer, I'll wait.
Okay.
Seriously, watch the trailer. I'll wait. I'll talk with Joe. Seriously, watch the trailer.
I'm going to mute myself. Okay, I'll be
You
right back.
mute yourself and you watch the trailer. I'm going to talk to Joe for a little bit. Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's up?
When was the last time you had a great burger?
It's been a while.
Has
It's been a
it been
long while. Holy crap.
Has it been the length of time it's been since you moved away from the Firepit Bar and Grill area?
I think it has been that length of time.
Well, I'm not sure if you quite remember this. I'm sure you have great memory, but you do know that they still have burger and beer for $6.99 every Monday and Wednesday?
I didn't know they still had that. That's fantastic. I mean, I did know that because we talked about it last week, but for the sake of this conversation, I had forgotten.
Yeah, every Monday and Wednesday, if you're in the Firepit Bar and Grill area, which is the Peotone, Illinois area, you get burger and beer for just $6.99 every Monday and Wednesday. Absolutely amazing and delicious burgers. Multiple toppings. Phenomenal. The only downfall is, unfortunately, they do not serve breakfast anymore.
What if she is the one?
That is unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate. People did not come out and support the breakfast that they were offering, which is unfortunate. It's a bad thing because they had great breakfast. A very good breakfast.
Their breakfast was amazing.
Yeah, but even though breakfast is gone, burgers and beer for $6.99 every Monday and Wednesday is still there.
Yeah, and the rest of their amazing menu all the time.
All the time.
Yep,
Sunday through
all the
Saturday.
time.
Sunday through Saturday, opening up at 11 a.m. every day. And Joe, you know where you can find them, right? I'm sure you do. I'm going to tell you again anyways. You can find them on Facebook at this at Firepit Bar or at the website firepitbar.com.
They're so good.
They are good, aren't they?
The service is amazing.
Mm-hmm. The owner
You can't
is
get
very
that.
nice. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I tell you, especially if you're a listener in the Chicago area, just remember, a beer anywhere in the city costs more than an entire meal at Firepit Bar and Grill on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Firepit Bar and Grill is very good food.
It's absolutely amazing food. Great appetizers. A lot of specials during sporting events. And they have, festivities all the time. Like, coming up in January, they're having a mini golf crawl kind of thing with all the other bars in Peotone. Each bar's gonna have its own little putt course.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I know they for a fact have like those like a beer tower.
Yep.
I'm not sure if they have 2 of them or just 1 of them. But
I think they just have the one right now.
yeah. I mean, I don't know how many people have ordered it, but if you're into that kind of things, you can go ahead. It's very enjoyable.
It's very fun. Colin, did you watch the trailer?
I did.
Now, what do you think?
I have mixed feelings about it.
No, don't go that way, Colin. Go the other way where it's like awesome and good and you touch yourself.
Well, no, don't get me wrong. I really want to see this because
Right.
Just that opening song of the tune for Beauty and the Beast.
Right.
It's like haunting, but nice. I can see where you guys come with the CGI.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it to me, like the teapot and shit, kind of looked pretty cheesy. I know obviously they're making inanimate objects talk, but I'd probably go with 7.
7?
Yeah, I mean, and then the face, I kind of been thrown off by the face of the beast, but not as evil to me looking.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of more looks like a puppy dog kind of, but I am excited to see this movie, and I probably will go see this in theater. I've always been a fan of Beauty and the Beast, and I actually think I might watch that tonight if I can find it. But,
Nice.
The animated Disney version.
yeah. So
Yeah, I don't think it's on Netflix. I think I tried looking for it.
no, it might come soon since they Disney made a deal with Netflix. So.
Hopefully. Next one we got Baywatch, remaking a TV show.
Oh.
Oh, really? Are they remaking it, or are it going to be like a continuation?
If you've seen the trailer.
Yeah, I think they're remaking like well, the brief subject is 2 unlikely prospective lifeguards vie for jobs alongside the buff bodies who patrol a beach in California. So I think they're taking the Baywatch concept, and it's listed under a reboot remake of Baywatch. So I think they're using the same character names and all that stuff. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's in it. Zac Efron's in it.
Yeah, they're the main character. So
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna list this one under a remake, and I'm gonna say that this is going to fall around a 5, just because I don't think people are going to enjoy it as much. I think they're just gonna watch. I think they're gonna enjoy watching Efron and Johnson run around in fucking bathing suits. Other than that, I don't think people are gonna be too excited to see this movie. So I'm
You're probably right.
I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna think there's a lot of pervy chicks out there who are gonna really enjoy it. I'm gonna go 6 on it.
I'll probably have to go 5 on it. It doesn't look. I mean, it looks funny and entertaining, but not to be like a blockbuster. Like the one trailer, that's a really funny part with talking about their balls and Zac Efron's bitch about it. But that's really all I saw from that trailer. I mean, the whole "you people" joke, that's kind of stupid.
Kind of played out.
Yeah. It's really just, yeah. So I'm going to go with the 5.
Ooh, it's got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, though.
As we just mentioned.
He makes good movies, and everything he touches, it pretty much turns to a pretty shiny silver.
I know. I gotta be, I think you're right, Travis. I think I gotta give it a 6. I was gonna give it a 5. You made a pretty pretty compelling case for 5, but
right. I mean, there are still going to be those people who are so nostalgic about Baywatch, but it's not going to be any fucking blockbuster, you know?
right.
You know, there are going to be those guys who are like, I wish it was Hasselhoff, but at least we got Johnson.
I don't even know what the
Well,
the only
Hasselhoff
thing I
is
know
in it.
about the original Baywatch is Hasselhoff, and then actually I didn't even know that he was part of that. I just know that from like SpongeBob.
Right.
What was it? Pamela Anderson.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
That's
think
the
Carmen
only thing I
Electra
know.
was in it too.
What's that?
Maybe she was. I think Carmen Electra was in it too, but I could be
Carmen
way off
Electra.
about that.
Maybe that's who I'm thinking of.
No, Pam Anderson was in it.
Oh, okay.
I don't think she was in the entire series. I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of Baywatch. I think I've seen like, I think I've only watched like the opening credits when like my parents went around when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Like, are they gonna pull that sexual factor into this thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, probably.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, Yasmin Bleeth. That's who it was. Yeah, Pam Anderson was in it. Yasmin Bleeth, a bunch of other people I don't know. Whole bunch of Carmen Electra was in it. Okay, so there we go. Bunch of other people, bunch of people. Brooke Burns sounds familiar. A lot of hot girls. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Yasmin Bleeth. All right, next one. I don't know if you guys heard anything more about this. If it's not a remake, if it's a prequel, sequel, whatever you want to call it, but Kong, Skull Island.
Oh,
Boo.
I'm excited about it.
The action adventure story centered on the King Kong's origins. So I guess they're calling it a remake or a reboot.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
Probably a
excited
reboot.
about it, but I kind of feel it's going to turn out to be like Tarzan did. And I was excited about Tarzan.
Well, Tarzan did pretty good, didn't it? I mean, if you was the guy, because I just saw it on top of the list up here a little bit earlier. It got a 6.3 out of 10. I mean, Jungle Book did way better at 7.6, but...
Yeah.
What was the last King Kong movie that came out? The one with Jack Black in it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But I'm gonna put that at a 6.
Put it at 6?
Yeah.
I actually think it's going to be a pretty good movie. Like it looks legitimately good.
I like the fact that it has Tom Hiddleston in it.
Yes. There's lots of things going for it. I don't know. I think it's probably going to end up a 6 on like IMDb.
Samuel Jackson.
Mostly because Kong is just so played out, you know? Like it's just we're not out of good stories to tell. We're just out of people who are willing to take risks in Hollywood. And I'm kind of with my Scoutmaster from when I was in Boy Scouts. Like, what problem does Kong have between his legs that he needs to go after a human woman the size of his pinky? You know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on a second. Your scout leader said this?
yeah, yes, he did.
Okay.
He didn't say it exactly that way, but that's what he meant.
I want you to remember how an adult worded that conversation to a bunch of kids on a camping trip, to where it doesn't sound weird.
He said something to it was more like, I always wondered what was wrong with King Kong, that he had to go after a woman who was so much smaller than he was.
Okay. See,
Or something along those lines. Or like compensating for something, maybe.
Okay. That sounds a little bit better. That doesn't sound like a group of dads having a conversation with them one night.
I know. I said it the other way so that I didn't have to clarify it later. I just went right for what he meant.
You got it.
Cut to the heart of the meaning. But seriously, I've never understood the appeal. tail ever since that conversation. I'm like, yeah, he's right. That is weird.
It makes no sense. But as being a Kong fan, I'm assuming you are, Joey. Kong's giving it a 6. I'm gonna say 7 because I feel it's gonna fall where every other Kong movie is. People are gonna be hyped about it and be disappointed later. But in the meantime, they are going to enjoy it. So I'm gonna give it a 7. Where are you at with it?
I give it a 6.
6.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's an ape. I love apes. And I'm excited for the movie, but I don't think it will come out as that good.
Yeah.
And I'll enjoy it. I know.
Yeah. Here's one I don't think we really know about, so we don't have to talk about too much. But since it is there, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it. Going in style. Desperate to pay the bills and come through for their loved ones, 3 lifelong pals risk it all by embarking on a daring bid to knock off the very bank that absconded with their money. Looks like a couple old guys. Morgan Freeman, Christopher Lloyd, Joey King.
What's the name of this one again? Sorry?
Going in style. It's a reboot from an old 70s movie, Going in Style.
Huh.
Old 60s movie, Going in Style.
Gotcha.
Basically, I'm sorry, 1979, so old 70s. Yeah, basically a bunch of old dudes robbing a bank. I'm gonna go with 5. We don't gotta talk much about it. I just throw it in there.
I'm looking at this cast and I'm looking at the director, and I got to give it at least. I'm gonna say like a 7.
You gonna say 7 on this?
Oh yeah, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, Alan Arkin. I think it's a 7. Oh, Christopher Lloyd. Zach Braff directing. That's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be good.
Man, I'm
not like good. I mean, not like a 9 or a 10, but I think it's a solid 7.
Yeah, well, the 79 one got 7.2, so still saying 5 though.
I think I'll go with 6.
I'll go with 6.
Yeah.
Next one. Suspiria. Young ballet dancer travels to a prestigious dance academy in Berlin in 1977, only to discover it is a front for something far more sinister and supernatural amidst a series of increasingly grisly murders. Did we talk about this in October? Because it doesn't sound familiar.
No, we didn't.
Okay. So this is a reboot remake of the previous Suspiria, which came out in 1977.
Well, it's got Chloe and Dakota Jackson. I'm
gonna go 6, just on the horror alone.
That's probably fair.
People like to be scared.
Last we got a 7 out of 5, 7.5 out of 10, and a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh man.
I see. I can't use those as far as my judgment because people like classic movies, and classic movies made then are a lot different than they're made now because they were made great back then.
Right.
There wasn't an overabundance of shit exploding.
Yeah.
Just cause.
Fucking Michael Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I want it to be good because the old one looks like it was amazing. But I think you're right. I think I got to give it a 6.
6.
Yep.
I mean, I love Chloe. I think she's a great actress. Tilda Swinton as well. She's good. The White Witch from Narnia. But I don't think people are gonna really. I mean, it's not what people really crave nowadays. Of course, then that La La Land is doing good, but that's a dancing one.
That's true.
It's also a musical, I think, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I was gonna go a 4, but I think I'm gonna move it to a 5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay. Jumanji. Another Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I saw the preview for it, or a teaser or trailer for it. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be the same as
No. They
the original.
actually said it's supposed to be a sequel to it.
A spiritual sequel.
Yeah, in a brand new Jumanji adventure, the tables are turned as 4 teenagers are sucked into Jumanji's world, pitted against rhinos.
So teenagers.
Basically, it's this time you're going to be in the game, as opposed to real world coming out of the game, or the game coming into the real world.
That doesn't sound good.
I think it's more of the perspective of Robin Williams,
right,
on his side of the board.
I just don't like how the original only got a 6.9.
Really?
That is a damn shame.
Yeah,
that is a great movie.
I know. I'm giving this one a 6. And I actually feel bad doing that. I think it's gonna be more like a 5. I'm just gonna give it a 6 for the whole "it's the Rock" shit. But that just I don't like that. And it says on this, it's like, what is it? The Smoldering Dr. Bravestone.
Dr. Smolder Bravestone.
If that's really his fucking name, then I'm just gonna lose hope in this fucking movie.
No, it looks like what happens is that they it is literally from the perspective of the game. So the kids are playing as characters from the game. So the kid whose name in the movie is going to be Spencer is going to be playing the character Dr. Smolder Bravestone, represented by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Wait, so they're not getting sucked into the game?
I think they are getting sucked into the game, but because of whatever character they're playing, that's who they become when they get sucked in.
Okay. That makes it almost a little bit better.
Yeah.
So basically, so it's gonna be like one of these things where The Rock is gonna play a fucking 10-year-old kid in an adult
The Rock's
body.
Yep.
That is what worries me.
Yeah.
Because that just sounds like it's gonna take it from being like a good action movie to a fucked up child's movie, which I understand is probably what they're aiming for, to be more of a kid friendly movie. Mm-hmm. But still, I don't need another fucking, what the hell is that shit called? Race to Witch Mountain or whatever the fuck it was. I hated that shit. Or
well, it's also got Kevin Hart and Jack Black playing the same type of character.
Yeah, I can give you here's the Wikipedia plot summary.
Yeah, go for it.
In a brand new Jumanji adventure, the tables are turned as 4 teenagers are sucked into Jumanji's world, pitted against rhinos, black mambas, and an endless variety of jungle traps and puzzles. To survive, they'll play as characters from the game. Meek Spencer becomes a brave explorer, Dwayne Johnson. Hulky Jock Fridge becomes a tiny genius, Kevin Hart. It Girl Bethany becomes a bookworm professor, Jack Black. And unathletic Martha becomes an Amazonian warrior, Karen Gillan. To beat the game and return to the real world with their lives, they'll have to start seeing things in an entirely different way. So Jack Black's going to be playing
a girl,
a nerdy girl named Bethany.
The only thing, like, it just, yeah, I guess so. I'm hoping it's good. I'm gonna go see it because I still love the original. It still pisses me off when we got 6.9.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah, the hard thing, like, I'm having trouble reconciling. Like, does that mean that when Robin Williams' character in the original was sucked in, did he become a character, or was he himself as a boy in the jungle? Like, I don't understand that. That's a weird change to me.
Yeah. See, the only thing I could think about with what you're saying is with the original, I just remember the pieces being animals, rhinos, elephants, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember them being like a barbarian warrior, whatever the fuck you want to call.
Yeah, it's not like Clue.
Yeah. So, but I'm giving it a 6. Where you guys at with it?
I think 6 safe to call.
I think I might give it a 5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cool if it's a spiritual sequel, but I think it's going to miss the mark. That's all.
You know something that just blew my mind that I literally just found out and never could
What's that?
thought of?
Please.
I did not know that the bad guy of the original Jumanji, that hunter,
Uh-huh.
Was the dad as well?
was the dad as well.
You didn't know that?
No.
I never noticed until
Never
you
put
said
2
it.
and 2 together.
I forgot when I realized that, but I realized it a while ago. And I always thought the reason they did that is because he was always battling his dad.
Which
It's
is
just-
probably
it's-
why.
Yeah, either that or they didn't have a lot of money to hire an additional actor.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't remember where that came from, but I remember hearing about that like a couple years ago. But yeah, it's shit like that. We should do a show in the future where we think about movies that use a character for multiple roles. I think that'd be fun to talk about.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, okay, so we got 3 more, a 4th one, if you guys want to call it a 4th one, but we'll get to that one. King Arthur.
King Arthur, I am fucking
King Arthur.
stoked.
I don't know anything about it.
Feature film version of a classic King Arthur story. I'm gonna go with 7 just because of Game of Thrones.
With Jax?
Yep.
Yeah.
Charlie Hunnam. Yep.
Yeah.
Jude Law's in it. Directed by
I'm gonna
Guy
go
Ritchie.
8.
Colin's going 8. Colin, this is the highest score you've ever given a movie.
Yeah. I just think it looks badass. And, like, because if you've seen the original King Arthur, it's fucking good.
You don't mean like the one with Keira Knightley, do you?
Yeah.
This is a remake of that?
Oh, I don't know about that. I doubt it.
From what it shows, it's pretty much a remake of all King Arthur.
Okay.
The remake it talks about, if I click on the link, it talks about the 2004 King Arthur, with Clive Owen, Stephen Dillon,
Yeah,
Keira
yeah.
Knightley.
Okay.
That is a
So
great
it's
movie. If you've never
it's as
seen
much
it,
a reboot.
definitely go check it out.
I've never seen it, but I will check it out. What are you saying?
I have.
Joey?
It's good. I'll give it a 7. Charlie Hunnam does it for me.
7?
Now,
Yeah.
see, the difference, though, between this is, like, from this new one, it looks like the bad guy is, like, magical. Whereas in this being, like, a remake, that 2004 one, there was no magic in it.
Like a
Yeah,
sorcerer?
it was very realistic.
Yeah,
the
it was.
2004
It's
one.
more realistic, historical based, and
Like
badass.
Merlin. Like Merlin.
Yeah.
Like Merlin. Hey, I'll go see it. I mean, Colin, you seem very excited about this one. I go check it out.
Yeah.
One I know I'm not going to enjoy, The Mummy.
No.
Yeah.
Looks fucking stupid. Tom Cruise
No.
can eat a dick and die.
Tom Cruise, you dick and die. An ancient.
That'd be funny
an
if it wasn't even Tom Cruise.
It's Tom Cruise. An ancient princess is awakened from her crypt beneath the desert, bringing with her malevolent. Joey, malevolent. There we go. Thanks, Joey. Grown over millennia, and terrors that defy human comprehension.
It's so
Directed-
stupid looking.
Yep, directed by Alex Kurtzman, starring Sophia Boutella, Tom Cruise, Annabelle Wallace, and Russell Crowe.
What's Brendan Fraser up to these days that he couldn't come do this?
It just... I wouldn't want him to put his name to shame in this shit.
I think he's stuck down in that fallout shelter with his parents.
Mm.
I'm gonna give it. Fuck. It's just because Tom Cruise is in it. I think it's gonna do good.
It's going to do great, but I still am only going to give it a 4.
I'm doing 6.
I'm
Joe,
doing
you're
a
going
3.
I'm going 4.
You're going 4. You're going 3. I gotta stay with 6 just because people like worship fucking Tom Cruise.
I know, and Russell Crowe.
It's fucking pathetic.
Yeah.
I'm just not into it. I'm not feeling it at all.
It's, I don't know. There's a lot of disappointment that's in my fucking heart right now for it. Because I liked all the old mummies.
Yeah.
Like all of them. I mean, like towards the end it was getting kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean the first
Speaking
two I
of bad
absolutely enjoyed.
CGI.
Yeah. But I mean the first couple I liked, I enjoyed it. Even kind of when they left that, went to like the Scorpion King. I kind of enjoyed Scorpion King a little bit. But to fucking sit there and remake it, I'm just...
It doesn't even take place in, like, Egypt. It takes place in downtown Manhattan or some shit.
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid.
Oh, that's fucking horrible.
So fucking stupid.
I have, like, no interest in it.
Yeah. Power Rangers.
10. No, I'm just kidding. But I am excited for it.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of want to see this. It looks good. I'm gonna probably give it a 7.
7?
Yeah.
I'm going 8 just because of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, oh god, that's a horrible picture.
Yeah, the Power Rangers movie looks good. I'm really intrigued by it. Ever since they did that fan movie a while back, I've been waiting for a good Power Rangers reboot. So I'm hoping this will be good. I want to give it a 7, so I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to be.
Yeah, because we haven't had a Power Rangers, like an actual, I mean, like, I know they probably had, like, the little mini crappy movies, but, like, a true Power Ranger movie since, like, the 90s.
Ivan Ooze.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's going to go 8. I think it's mainly going to be nostalgia, just as long as they don't fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all the remakes that I got.
Sweet.
Perfect. So, we get through the filler of the show and come to the main event. Go ahead, Colin.
Are you saying mine's the main event? The thing that people look forward to every single week?
I hope so.
Oh, I'm so
Absolutely.
touched. Okay, welcome, guys. It's this week's This Frickin' State of Mind. Welcome back. As you guys know, last week we did Florida. Great state, very interesting facts. We're moving right along, like I said, to Georgia. Another pretty interesting place. Learned some stuff. As always, I'll state again, I pulled this information off the internet. Don't believe everything on the internet. Some of the shit might be false. Believe what you want. Do more research if it interests you. And if you find shit's not true,
Tell us.
Let us know, and we'll make a correction. Actually, we won't make a correction. We'll address it though. So, moving right along. Georgia. The Okefenokee Swamp encompasses over 400,000 acres of canals, moss-draped cypress trees, and lily-pad prairies, providing sanctuaries for hundreds of species of birds and wildlife, including several endangered species. The Cumberland Island National Seashore, kind of almost stumbled on that, contains the ruins of Dungeness, the once magnificent Carnegie estate. In addition, wild horses graze among windswept dunes. Moving on, we have the historic St. Mary's, Georgia, is the second oldest city in the nation. The city of Savannah was the first steamship to cross the Atlantic, and it sailed from Georgia. Way's Station was renamed Richmond Hill on May 1st, 1941, taking the name of the automaker's Henry Ford's winter estate. The pirate Edward Teach, a.k.a. Blackbeard, made a home on Blackbeard Island, and the U.S. Congress has designated the Blackbeard Island Wilderness Area in 1975, and it now has a total of 3,000 acres.
Damn.
In Gainesville, Georgia, the chicken capital of the world, it is illegal to eat chicken with a fork. Stone Mountain, near Atlanta, is one of the largest single masses of exposed granite in the world. I know granite, for you other folks that don't know, is used a lot in countertops. So,
Yep.
and I'm sure plenty of other things too. Georgia is the nation's #1 producer of the 3 P's: peanuts, pecans, and peaches. At the Hawkinsville Civitan Club's annual shoot at the Bull Barbecue Championship, people from all over Georgia and surrounding states flock to this small South Georgia town to enter their tasty barbecue concoctions in this famous cook-off. The funds raised from this event benefit the Civitan International Research Center and its work towards the cure for Down syndrome and other developmentally disabilities.
Weird.
Developmental disabilities. Each year, Georgia serves as host to the International Poultry Trade Show, the largest poultry convention in the world. So cluck cluck, go there if you want to see some chickens. Just make sure you don't eat them with a fork in Gainesville. The oldest portable steam engine in the United States is on display at historic railroad shops in Havana. Known as the sweetest onion in the world, the Vidalia onion can only be grown in the fields around Vidalia and Glenville. Yeah, Vidalia sounds a lot better than Glenville onion.
That's true.
Hey, what are you eating? I'm eating a Glenville onion.
Glenville onion sounds like something you'd find on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, yeah. Oh God, yeah, it does. Let's create something, Joe. Georgia is the largest state east of the Mississippi River. Now, I find that actually pretty damn interesting. I didn't think of it as being the largest.
Yeah, I've never thought about that either. Huh.
Cordelli, or something, claims to be the watermelon capital of the world.
Interesting.
Yes.
I love watermelon.
Where was that? The annual Masters Golf Tournament is played at Augusta National in Augusta every first week of April. So you golf fans out there, you can check that out. Georgia is often called the Empire State of the South and is also known as the Peach State and the Cracker State. I can see the Peach State. Cracker State is interesting.
Yeah.
Same as Empire State. But here's a nice one that I love. Coca-Cola was invented in May 1886 by Dr. John S. Pemberton in Atlanta, Georgia. The name Coca-Cola was suggested by Dr. Pemberton's bookkeeper, Frank Robinson. He penned the name Coca-Cola in the flowing script that is famous today. Coca-Cola was first sold at a soda fountain in Jacob's Pharmacy in Atlanta by Willis Venable. Venable? Yeah, Venable. The Little White House in Warm Springs was the recuperative home of Franklin D. Roosevelt. In 1942, Jekyll Island was a private resort sold to the state by the owners of a group of millionaires. Providence Canyon State Park near Lumpkin is known as the Little Grand Canyon of Georgia. I just love that name, and it makes me think of Derek. So,
jeez.
He's a lumpkin. The locomotive engine, popularly known as the General, is housed in the Big Shanty Museum in Kennesaw. It was stolen in the Andrews Railroad raid in 1862 and later depicted in the Great Locomotive Chase, a popular movie. The name of the famous South Georgia swamp, the Okefenokee, is derived from an Indian word meaning the trembling earth. Chickamauga National Park is the site of the bloodiest battle in American history. The figures of Stonewall Jackson, Jefferson Davis, and Robert E. Lee make up the world's largest sculpture, and it is located in the face of Stone Mountain. Additionally, Robert E. Lee's horse, Traveler, is also carved at the same place. Now see, if this is the world's largest sculpture, that's impressive because... So you're saying it's bigger than Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, I think so.
Crazy Horse? Definitely never heard of it, so... the world's largest infantry training center is located at Fort Benning. And our last piece of information, Madison, Georgia, is known for its beautiful antebellum homes, spared during Sherman's fiery march to the sea.
Wow.
So there you have it, people. That is some interesting facts. 27 to be specific. Interesting facts about Georgia that hopefully you have learned something. Hopefully you enjoyed learning it, and you continue to enjoy learning these every week. So come back next week for our next date. That was This Frickin' State of Mind.
Nice.
Travis?
Colin, every week you amaze me with this. It's like it's like you dig deeper and deeper into it. I love it.
It's so interesting learning about some of these states.
I know, right? I can't wait till we get to Wyoming.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. I mean, I could care less about like California or New York. I mean, they're just boring states that everybody knows because it's just one big fucking city.
It's the unsung hero states out there like Dakotas and fucking Idaho with its potato.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Oh, shit. But bravo, Con. Good for you. Another week. You fucking nailed it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Every week, all your listeners can catch Geek Cast Joe here on this freaking show. But where else can they find you?
If you wanted to find me somewhere else on Saturday mornings, you'd find me over at the Geekcast Live podcast at gcl.ninja. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Twitter by searching Geekcast Live.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, you can find this freaking show on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Podbean, just by searching this freaking show. You can search this freaking show on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and start following us on social media. Or, if you want to do all that at once, you can not only listen to somebody cough in the background, but you can also... Tell Maddie I love her and hope she feels better.
I will do that.
You go to our website, thisfreakinshow.com, where you can find links to our social media, a link to Stitcher, a link to Podbean. If you have an iPhone, go to iTunes. Give us a 5-star review. Those help us become more popular because we've never been popular in our lives, and this is the opportunity to do it. As always, I am Travesty.
I'm Awkward Colin.
And I'm Geek Cast Joe.
Thank you for listening to another episode of This Freaking Show. I'm out.